this new NVIDIA card may be even faster than the RTX 3090. Let's talk about it. Before that, make sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss another video. So later this month, as many of you may know, the RTX 3080 Ti is set to be launching, and on paper it looks like it should be slightly slower than the RTX 3090. However, I do believe personally that the RTX 3080 Ti could be NVIDIA's new flagship gaming GPU and should just barely edge out the RTX 3090, at least when it comes to its gaming performance, and here's why. So yeah, if you don't know so far what we know about the RTX 3080 Ti based on rumors and leaks coming from both videocards.com as well as the prominent leaker Compite7Kimi, is that it should have about 2% less CUDA cores and 2% less memory bandwidth than the RTX 3090, and then on top of that it should have slightly lower clock speeds as well. So yeah, again, if you take a look at that, you're probably expecting, well, it's not going to be able to beat the RTX 3090. However, there are a few things that we're not taking into consideration. So the first thing I want to talk about is resizable bar, because the RTX 3080 Ti is going to have resizable bar enabled right out of the box, and while you can get it working with an RTX 3090, many people will probably never get this working with the RTX 3090, maybe because they just don't want to bother to go ahead and flash their BIOS, or maybe they're nervous about flashing their BIOS, as there is some validity to those fears, as if your power goes out in the middle of flashing your BIOS, there is a possibility that you could be left with like basically a $3,000 brick sitting in your system, as that is pretty much the current market value for an RTX 3090, whereas with the RTX 3080 Ti, you don't have to flash the BIOS whatsoever. It's going to have resizable bar right out of the box, and what resizable bar does, if you don't know, is it allows your CPU to actually get a hold of all of the memory on your GPU, and it should allow the GPU to be a little bit faster in those games that do have resizable bar enabled. Just for example, I know there's one game that was actually able to get up to like 12% faster with resizable bar enabled. However, it seems like on average it's maybe like 4 or 5% faster with the resizable bar enabled. And you know, not all games do have it enabled, but that is one reason as to why I believe the 3080 Ti could be the new flagship. However, there are a couple more reasons that I do want to talk about, and that next reason I want to talk about is that there could actually be better overclocking on the RTX 3080 Ti. So, you know, despite the fact that it should have lower clock speeds out of the box, it is possible that if you're into overclocking, the silicon could be slightly more refined, as it is going to be newer silicon, so there's a possibility you could get more performance out of the silicon just because it's newer. And then on top of that, since it has 12 gigabytes less of memory, there is a possibility, at least with the AIB models, if they have the same power limits as the RTX 3090, that you could have some more power to play with the core, which again could allow you to get slightly higher clock speeds. And then the final thing I want to talk about as to why the 3080 Ti could potentially be the new flagship for NVIDIA is because, well, again, with 12 gigabytes less of memory, which by the way, for gaming, you're really not going to need more than 12 gigabytes of memory, and by the time you do, you're probably going to be one of those people who's looking to upgrade soon by that point anyway. But you know, on top of the extra power that you could be getting to the core instead of you know, wasting on the extra 12 gigabytes that you don't really need, well, on top of that, you could also be getting less heat put onto the PCB and near the GPU itself as well, so you could potentially be looking at slightly lower temperatures. I know there's been a lot of people complaining about the RTX 3090 temperatures, especially the memory on the back. So again, getting rid of that extra memory that you don't need could allow you to get better temperatures, and on top of that, you could potentially be getting better memory overclocks, as you don't have to actually get the same clocks across 24 gigabytes of memory. You only have to get that same clock speed across 12 gigabytes of memory. So yeah, overall, I do believe that your overclocking is going to be better on the 3080 Ti. And then on top of that, with resizable bar working out of the box, I do believe, at least personally, that the RTX 3080 Ti is going to be the new flagship GPU. And since it probably is going to be coming in at $1,000 US, well, it's also going to be a much better purchase, assuming that you can actually get one. And of course, that's probably what a lot of people are wondering. Are we going to be able to get one? And you know, personally, I think it is going to be easier to get the 3080 Ti versus the RTX 3080. It may be easier to get it than the RTX 3090. However, you know, the RTX 3090 is very profitable for NVIDIA, so they're probably going to want to push as many of those as they possibly can, as long as the yields are good, and it does look like the 3090 yields are good. So yeah, my guess is the 3080 Ti may be one of the more acquirable GPUs. However, it it is still going to be very difficult, but keep in mind they have delayed this GPU over and over and over, so I think launch day is going to be pretty decent. But there's one more thing I want to talk about before we wrap this video up, and that's that apparently AMD will actually be releasing finally some laptop GPUs, so that's definitely going to be awesome. And according to videocards.com, this is what they had to say on it. Quote, during Q1 2021 earnings call with investors, AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su reaffirmed that RDNA 2 GPUs for laptops are still launching in Q2 2021. So yeah, that's definitely really good to hear. I know that for a lot of people, laptops are actually the only option right now that you can actually buy. Of course, as long as miners don't continue to buy those up as well. But yeah, at least there will be some more options there, as you know, Nvidia's had a really dominant position in the laptop market for a really long time. So it's really good to see AMD actually starting to enter that market in some serious degree. I definitely think that we need some of that competition, and I do think that some of that competition is going to lead to lower prices. And on top of that, I think these AMD GPUs in laptops are going to be really good, as they do seem to be more power efficient than the Nvidia cards. So if you're someone who's looking out for a laptop, I would definitely keep in mind AMD, as they could potentially be a better option for you. But hey, that's just what I think. Do you think that the 3080 Ti is going to actually be faster than the RTX 3090, or do you think that the 3090 will keep the throne? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and of course, I'll see you in the next video. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to drop a like. Every time you do so, AMD and Nvidia get more stock. Also, if you want to see more, click here. You won't be disappointed.